What are you smashing the wall up for? Why are you smashing the wall down? It's not your fucking wall. It's not your fucking wall. It's a dry stone wall. It's been up for hundreds of years. Dry stone wall, hundreds of years. Cost thousands of pounds per metre to put it right. And you think you can come around here and smash a fucking hole in it because you want to get through? Walk down there, there's a fucking gap in the wall down there. Walk through that one. What gap?
They just love diversity. How enriching. So Jacob Rees-Mogg, who for some reason people actually still listen to, even though the governments he was a part of for the past 14 years, imported 12 million people directly against the wishes of the British public, well, he's just made some stupid comments about Tommy Robinson which are ridiculous, and I want to share them with you. Also, this absolute midwit and the MP for Epsom has come out with some atrocious remarks after one of the constituents was brutally attacked by still unknown men, which obviously sparked mass protests. And now even Good Morning Britain hosts are questioning who is running our government over this whole fiasco with Starmer, which is quite remarkable and very entertaining to watch, as I don't think they're meant to say things like that out loud. So lots to look at here. But let me just say very quickly, I think Tory voters, Reform voters and Restore voters generally all want the same thing, so I don't want to offend anyone who may be watching this video, as I think we should all come together. I know a lot of people do like Jacob Rees-Mogg, and I myself do enjoy watching him speak on his YouTube channel. He's a very engaging man, but I cannot get past the fact that this man is a traitor. He didn't resign or step down from the Tories while they were stabbing us in the back. He kept collecting his paycheck and he kept his mouth shut as Boris Johnson let in 4 million third world immigrants in 2 years. And collectively over the past 2 decades, he was a member of governments who let in 12 million people behind our back and directly against the wishes of the British public. So for me, it's really as simple as that. There's nothing he could do or say that would redeem him, or any other Tory politician in my eyes. They are traitors, and they always will be. If you clicked this video and you happen to like him, that's totally fine. I don't have a problem with you, and I'm not judging you for it. I'm just giving you my reason as to why I dislike the man. But anyway, let's get into this, but 2 secs. I pretty much post daily videos on this channel, picking apart the never-ending lies of the ruling elite. So if that's of interest to you, and you want to be kept up to date, I'd be very grateful if you chose to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching the video.
It is incredibly disappointing that people from outside this community are trying to use this incident of a poor young woman to their own ends to create divisiveness. It is absolutely not acceptable. And what happened on Wednesday night was that women came out in Epsom and they didn't feel safe. They didn't feel safe because there was angry people on the streets. And what we need to be doing is to make sure that online that these people are not able to spread malicious rumours or misinformation. Here in the community we're all incredibly upset and angry at what happened, but it's absolutely raised the profile of women's safety, and we need to do absolutely all that we can to make sure that women are safe in our streets.
Who is trying to create divisiveness? The divisiveness comes from snivelling weasels like you, who allow random third world men to stay in our communities and terrorise our women and girls.
There's a huge feeling that people like me, politicians, promise things and then just don't do them. And they also think that we never intended to do them in the first place. Yes. Which is something I would try to defend, but this isn't the occasion to. And that utter corrosion of trust is pushing people to extremes, feeling that somebody like Tommy Robinson might actually do it. And I think he's a rather dangerous man, and that we need to restore trust to have genuine, normal, run-of-the-mill politicians delivering on what they promised to do.
Well, I wonder why the public get the feeling they can't trust politicians, Jacob. Is it because the Conservatives you were a part of, like I said earlier, for 14 years, ran on lowering immigration, but then imported 12 million people directly against the will of the British public anyway? You didn't resign out of disgust, did you? No, you towed the party line, you kept your mouth shut, and you collected your paycheck, because you're just as much of a traitor as Keir Starmer. You're all the same. And as far as Tommy Robinson goes, yeah, he seems like an ultra-Zionist, which I don't agree with, because they're bombing the shit out of everything that moves in the Middle East and contributing to mass immigration in our country. But one thing you cannot argue with about the man is that he's truthful about what he believes. He's been to prison for what he believes. What have you done for what you believe? You didn't even give up your paycheck. And where would the movement for remigration and deportations be without him? He's a much more trustworthy public figure than you are, have been, or ever will be. And you calling him dangerous just shows how out of touch you are. He's pretty milquetoast, in my opinion. He's like what people are calling civic nationalist. He's a person that thinks anyone can be British if they follow the rules. But the funny thing is, Jacob, because of the treacherous government you stood with for 14 years, you have turned millions of people like myself, who just wanted to be left alone, and my country not to be flooded with infinite third world foreigners. You've turned us into what you were actually afraid of. A person unwilling to compromise on remigration and immigration. And a person who wants to see you locked up, along with the rest of the Tory and Labour traitors. Anyway, speaking of Tommy, have you seen this?
My name's Kim Johnson. I'm the Labour MP for Liverpool Riverside, outside New Scotland Yard. We tried to hand in a letter written by over 180 MPs and civil society organisations condemning the Met Police for their decision to allow Tommy Robinson and his fascist hoodlums to march on the street of London on the 16th of May. Palestine Solidarity campaign for years now on the near necessity to the Nakba have organised a protest and a rally and a commemoration, and this year the police have told them that they can't, they're restricted, but they've given a lot of freeway to Tommy Robinson so that they can march throughout the city. It's unacceptable.
Again, just disgusting. A Labour MP who was elected by the British people calling millions of us fascists while demanding a foreign interest protest go ahead. Just another disgusting traitor. I've said it before, but I cannot wait until we never have to look at any of these people ever again. Anyway, thanks for watching.